place command with Bruno. As you can see, he loves it. He put himself there. So plates is a household management tool. We teach our dogs to go to a cot and stay there until released. You can use it really whenever you want, but we like to use it during busy times, meal times, for the family, maybe when you're cleaning, maybe during times you can't keep an eye on your dog, but you don't necessarily want to crate them. Put them on place, let them hang out. It kind of takes up what normally would be free roaming. Whereas, you know, free roaming can sometimes cause trouble. I know there was an incident with a garbage bag on the ground where he attacked the other dog as it was walking by. This would be another instance where you could put your dog on place if you know you're taking the trash out. It sort of manages the household and kind of removes the option for anything unwanted. So skill number one is teaching them to go when asked. And then the second part is stay until released. So right now Josh is trying to trigger him to make a mistake and step off, which I don't think he'll do, but we can try. Good boy. He's definitely gotten corrected for hardcore jumping, counter surfing, trying to jump over this barrier. So as we X'd all those behaviors out, he's sort of like, if I can't exist like that, I don't know what to do.
Good.
So he's learning, oh, okay, no jumping, no counter surfing, no overall wild behaviors, no attacking these dogs over resources, and he'll learn that as we go. But that's probably why he put himself there, because he's like, I don't know what to do.
I put him there.
Oh, you put him there, okay. He's like, I don't know what to do if I can't do all these bad behaviors.
But he wants to be there.
Yeah.
So I took it down and put it on, but he was like, this is a great idea.
Yeah.
So.
Because when he's there, he's not doing anything wrong.
Yes. He doesn't trust his own judgment yet, because judgment failed him.
Yeah.
And then as I suggest new things to do, or he
like,
does
oh.
them and I say that's right, and he's like, oh, these things work in this situation, and then he's confident again. But the other one, you know, and he's not even doing most of the things that was complained about, right? They understand. So if he feels like he's kind of like higher up in the hierarchy, he's gonna jump on the counter. He's gonna go up to he's gonna do whatever he wants essentially. If he feels like you're the one running the show and he's the follower, then they kind of sit back and they let you say when, where, and how. Alright, so obviously when he got into the house, he was like, it's all mine. Alright, so at least that's the message that he was receiving. Alright, so good. Good. He might not even counter surf here because he doesn't feel like entitled to.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even see it.
I think she does this on purpose. She does this when I'm talking to. I have to take it away from her. It's so obnoxious.
So I like when a dog can have a place to go to get away from it all. So one of the things I'm describing to him about the place is you can go there and you don't have to worry, even though these dogs are free and they're running around, I won't let them mess with you. I won't let them get close to you. I won't let them bother you. Once he realizes that, he relaxes a little bit. He's like, okay. So I can like laying on the couch, but nothing's bothering me, which isn't even realistic in the real world. But he's lucky he gets that in his life. I'm on watch. But here's the catch. You have to listen. So I tell you to stay there, don't get up until I tell you to. Those are the rules, which he'll find out as he messes with the boundary. Also, you know, I'm going to be leading in our relationship. So in our dynamic, I'm the leader, you're the follower. If that's happening, we're good. If I see you start to not listen, that's when corrections come in. All right, so he gets to choose. As long as I'm consistent, he'll know. Now, one thing to note about him, which is common, is that he is a very good charmer. He's like a level 10 charmer, right? So he can use that, and likely will. A lot of dogs do, especially little cute small ones. They learn that can get them out of trouble. So, you know, if you've ever been cute and got let off when you were a kid, it's kind of like that.
It's probably a skill he learned on the streets as a stray.
It's a
Get
skill.
some food. If he's cute, if he's nice, they feed me.
Charm.
Yes.
It works with people too. Charm can get you a long way. So we can actually lessen punishment, so they'll turn on charm, not only during moments of conflict, but also just throughout the day, just to like see if they can get you in that state. So if I come up to you and I start going soft, and then all of a sudden you turn your attention to me, and you know, he's getting pet. He controlled that interaction. He came up to you and suggested that you stop what you're doing and pet me. It's just a little bit of him being able to get up, do something, and make you do something. Unfortunately, in the animal world, that means he's able to kind of say when, where, and how, right? So, same thing with like, if he's going right out the doors, which he does, you know, if he sees the door open, that's how you get through the door. That, he's not going to listen. All right, that right there, if you can't get him to say, stay, you open that door, and he respects the fact that you're saying, I want first access, then it's a hierarchical dispute. If there's food in the room of any kind, and I say don't touch it, and then he goes to touch it, that's a hierarchical dispute, right? And if I don't make that a learning lesson and shift the hierarchy back and let him know that I'm in control here, you don't touch the resources unless you're offered them, which includes other dogs, by the way. I can claim anything, people, dogs, and he'll leave everything alone. But I have to be the leader, though. That means I have to provide for him, and I have to protect him so he can feel confident that I can actually keep other dogs away, right? If you can't keep other dogs away, and you fail him like that, they do start to become reactive because they feel like they have to keep the world away. All right, but he's friendly. He's friendly. So you might have the problem of him wanting to go up to people and stuff like that, but it's just still the dog sees something and they respond how they want to respond versus going through the leader. And that's obviously why he's here. He's fighting, but they won't get into fights if they listen, right? Because you could say, you stay right there and eat, and you stay right there and eat. And if they listen, that means they do what you say and there's no fight. But he's not going to listen. This guy's going to do what he wants, and he's going to charm the hell out of you, and you're going to forget that. You're going to forget about your idea and just get swooped away into the charm. And then you're going to notice dog fight, eating something off the counter, blah, 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 and then charm, swooped away, and you're just going to be in that cycle, right? So if he tries to charm me in a way that I find manipulative, I'm going to correct him and send him on his way and move on. No, don't do that, go. Shift that, right? And then when the time's appropriate and we're loving on each other because you're being a good guy and I'm proud of you, it hits different, right? It's like, I'm using that to let you know I'm really impressed with your behavior. I'm not just going to love you because, I love that feeling. Because then he's going to manipulate it. He's going to use it. And a lot of dogs do this. It's not just our guy Bruno, but he's really good at it. He's so impressively good.
Well, he had to on the streets if he wanted to get food.
He must have had so much practice of going up to strangers, charm, and then resources.
Yes, getting food, getting pet, getting play.
Just resources are gone. It's like, why don't you do it?
Well, it's how they domesticated wolves.
So they know how to do this. They know how to do this. They know how that can kind of like settle some conflict. It can like calm a human down.
It wouldn't benefit him to be aggressive to people or dogs in the wild because he wouldn't get fed by them.
So the thing is though about him is he lived on the streets in a foreign country, and so he had nobody's ever led him like this. Not in a pack like that. I mean, he probably had his scuffles and put in his place in moments that he couldn't move because another dog said, "Don't move." But overall, they're not saying, come, heel, sit, da, 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 you know what I mean? It's more like with humans, it's like a little bit of a game. I should give you this, which is charm. You give me something I want, right? Pet, scratch my head, that feels good. Food, that feels good. So it's just like, that's very transactional, right? If that same person then says, okay, put a leash on you, take the treats away, come with me, the dog might be like, whoa, no, come with me. Then it's a different conversation. Same dog, different side of the temperament comes out. But you're not going to see it unless you try to lead and control a situation where there's a resource that you both want. What happens when two dogs want a resource?
Right.
He knows it all too well.
Yeah.
That will happen with human once they say that. Now, if they see that you're having a dog conversation and you're saying this is mine, and it goes to that real place, then a shift in that brain, the primitive part that you see, the charm goes away for a second, and you see that other side. And then when that's all done, he'll go right back to charm.
Yep.
So it can confuse people.
Yeah.
But these are skills that dogs learn to get through conflict. Yeah. It's kind of like a survival thing, really. So all that to be said, don't let it sweep you away. It's tricky. It can feel like
we charmed her so much she flew him to America.
It can feel like you're connecting on a level that is just up there with God, but as soon as you say that leash and you say calm, heel, and they're like, or
Yeah.
whatever, you're like, whoa, but we're not doing that though. We're not doing that, right? We're avoiding that. We're doing the dance. We're being swept away, right? So that's, lovely dog, but even domesticated dogs do this. It's rare for them to do it as well as this guy can do it. Boy, can he do it. He's good at it.
And his face is so handsome.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's
Look
very
at his
handsome.
eyes.
He's very handsome. He's got age on his side because he's younger. You can see he's got a lot of life left. And he's a nice guy. Still dog, still primitive, still when you say the dynamic of the relationship's going to be me leading, you following, like if I were to have an issue with a cop who came in or pulled me over and I started kind of being like checking his authority, ooh, that wouldn't be good for me. It would not be good for me.
He's
And they would, and so, but if I came from a place that didn't have police officers, maybe I would make that mistake, right? Because he hasn't had humans kind of, until he came to America, control him to that degree. Put a leash on him, walk through a building, like all that kind of stuff. It was just like going up, from my understanding, having an interaction,
leaving
going away.
whenever he wants. Yeah.
Try to say don't go anywhere. See, that would take the fantasy and just shatter it though. It really would. And then you get a reality check, which they suck. I hate them. And if you live like where the dogs live all the time, you don't allow yourself to like get romanticized anything. Life's boring. It's boring. It's more fun to romanticize everything if you can, the things you can in life. Unfortunately, if we do that with dogs, or fortunately, they wake us up with dog fights and getting hit by cars. And so their gift to us is to really kind of keep us in reality and make us appreciate nature, the good and the bad, because nature has its other side, but it's still very much necessary and also interesting to a degree, to me at least. So I talk the whole time just to kind of chill them out. What would I be doing if I wasn't talking to the camera? It's just sitting, looking at my phone if I had it on me, just seeing how he does. Let some time pass. Let him be rewarded for getting on there the first time. No issues, because he wanted to get on there. If he didn't want to get on there, see, that's the conversation. If he didn't want to get on there, maybe he would charm me.
He might fight you on recalling off.
He might fight me on recalling off. It's all about
what he wants to do.
Submitting to, again, me submitting to the officer when he pulls me over. I'm not in the mood to be pulled over right now, officer. Not going to go good for me. So, part of being domesticated, the trade is like, you listen to us. We won't overuse that. We'll use it just what we need. And we'll give you shelter and protection and love and just like a really nice, cushy life. You just listen, okay? And that's it. And we move forward. You don't have to pay rent. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to pay taxes. You're not responsible for really anything. Just listen. And, it's just going to be, hey, don't do that, go do that. That's it.
Good boy.
All right, good.
I bet he won't release. There's no motivation. He wants to stay on the bed.
Motivation is there enough to go out the door. But I want to see if he'll release. So, good boy. Bruno, break.
Yeah, no motivation.
Good.
He wants to stay there.
Okay.
So if your dog won't release, just recall him when you really need him.
I do want to get him off the bed so that we can have a little period of him off the bed and then get sent back. Okay, maybe find some motivation to do something else. Although I think all he wants
Sparkle found the food.
Bruno, break.
It's gonna be a recall.
There he goes. There he goes. Hey.
Good job.
He's releasing out of respect.
Good boy,
nice.
Bruno. That makes me happy.
Yes.
What a boy. Learning how to exist without breaking all the rules.
This is nice. So when you first go down that road of claiming leadership, it can be bumpy. It usually has these bumpy moments with every dog, right? The intensity changes depending on the dog and how hardcore they are about having that position. But then once you get on that understanding, the dog really, the bond's closer, I think. Because then you're saying, no, I do need you to listen to me, but I'm going to take care of everything. Everything. You know what I mean? So you're not going to have to worry about these two. Because I'll let them know what's up. And if they bother you and I miss it, you can bark or something. They find these things out. And if I look over and they're messing with you and you're looking at me, I'll deal with them. All right? And then that's a comfy life. It's actually a nice life. And then we just move on. And we live life together. And it's good. And you have your moments here and there, maybe, because dogs are dogs. But you got a basic understanding. Is he gonna go back to plays? Is he gonna remove himself, or is he gonna try to fight?
He looks like he's just ignoring.
There are wrong answers now, and there's right answers if he's in my path, right? And so he's not sure of those. He's like, what exactly what is, you know? But by doing these rituals, that's how he finds out. Explore the situation. We're in a situation. We're in training, but I make it feel like real life.
Good boy, nice choice.
So see, when a choice is made, that's when the pride will go up, because he'll see, oh, I got it. If I sit, this guy loves it, right? If I lay down, he loves it. If I go to play, but if I growl, step forward, now I put my attention on him and we talk about that. And he's trying to avoid going down that road. So now I can actually, you have what you call influence. You're relevant enough to say, don't do that, do this. Now it's just a matter of going through the experience a handful of times and telling him the do's and don'ts, and then we'll be able to move on. Now, I'm not going to put him in situations like this for fun. No. Going home, it's like structure, they can eat in their kennel separately, blah, 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 whatever. But this is helping him actually go through the rehab. Rather, we will use structure to keep them out of these situations where there's food right here and food right here and 2 dogs. That's not good. But this is helping him develop. Get out of this rut of just everything. Because it works on the street. It works on the street. And there's no human there saying,
yep.
Right? So dogs do dogs. And now I'm saying, look, this is different here. We're civil. They're not going to come after you for your food. And you can't come after them. On either side, okay? And I'm regulating it, and you can trust me. As the days go on, the trust goes up, where he's like, he does have it. He is competent enough to handle everything. And he relaxes. All right? So far, the lay down is good. Very good. Okay, I like it. Now, if I wasn't here, I'm sure this brain would kick right back to whatever place it was before he showed up, and you would let them know and correct them, and there would be a scuffle of some sort. And then when they go to eat again the next day, if there's no humans around, he's already set the tone. If he won that conversation, they're going to let him have it. And so then they don't have to fight often, unless there's no resolution. So, but with me here, now I can influence and I can, because I can take the leader position. So that's how it works. Now it sucks being a leader, because you have to be on top of making sure they're potty and they have everything they need, from food to activities, to socials, walks, hikes, want to go swimming, be good with the kids. This is what we do in the kitchen. You're responsible for all their behaviors. You're gonna love this command, because once the dog's committed to this, boy, you can relax a bit. They're not pacing around. What is he getting into? We don't want to be worried about that stuff. He's already predicted me. Let's get a knock and a.
Who is it? He has no prior association because he's a stray.
Yeah.
It means nothing to him. Yeah.
Hello, but he knows where the door is.
Yep.
They're very memorable.
Gateway out.
Alright. Bruno. You a place?
Good. Hands free.
Very nice.
Good job.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna finish it by going out myself.
Very nice.
Good boy, stay. Hi, sorry about that. Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Very good. I like what I'm seeing.
Beautiful job.